Hey guys, it's the Carnivore and welcome back to another one. Today we're gonna do something a little different. I told you guys last video, I'm kind of just waiting right now for September 4th when Aberration drops, and then I'm gonna get into doing a bunch more, base locations, mesh entrances, and all kinds of things on Aberration. Also, there's new tames coming out. I want to do some how-to videos. Outside of that, I think till that point, obviously we'll still post some ARC videos every now and then, but for now I think we're gonna mess around a little bit on Minecraft. Super excited about the video I made for you guys. It took me 3.5 days to make this video, guys. Like, I spent a lot of time building this bullcrap you're about to see, and I'm super excited about it. I was gonna make this video like a little invasion thing and destroy it, with a bunch of pigmen and ghasts and all kinds of things. I don't think I'm gonna do that this video, but maybe soon, really soon. It would hurt my soul to see this whole thing that I just spent days building get destroyed in like 10 seconds. So without further ado, we're gonna show you how I built it, all that jazz. And then, next video, we might destroy it. So let's go. As you can see, it started with humble beginnings, guys. Just 3 little towers. I was messing around here, didn't really know what I was gonna do. Just knew that I wanted to build some boats and make some pirate looking stuff. And as time went on, I was like, man, I could get really crazy, because this thing right here that you're looking at is just on a small little island. So like, there's a lot more space behind it, and to the left of it, and to the right of it, and then there's this river that loops around it. So I was like, why not just build this whole island? And so we erected our first houses right here, right in front of the gates. I was pretty happy with it at this point. Starting to look, semi-town-ish, I don't know, something. But I was happy with it, but I wasn't happy enough. So I was like, I need to build more. And so I just kept going and going. I was really not a fan of the way it was looking right here, though. It looked really small, and I was like, this is super unimpressive. But, I was like, man, this was like a couple hours in. And, after a while, I was flying around, still thinking, and then I erected those 2 little things you see right there. And originally, I had meant for those to be like little blacksmith areas or something. I don't know. Later on in the video, I chose a different spot for my blacksmithing area. But next video, you guys are gonna meet Tom the blacksmith, and I spawned him in myself. You guys are gonna love him. Great guy, great at what he does. It's gonna be good stuff. So as you can see, we just keep adding and adding stuff, and that's kind of how this whole thing went. I just kept looking at it, and I was like, what can I do to make it look a little better, look a little more like Port Royal-y, piratey, One thing I really liked on those houses in the back that I just put up was the chimneys, and I really regret not doing it to all the other houses, because when you're up close and you see the smoke coming out, it looks so dope. And here it began. We were expanding. As you guys can see, I put up another tower because at this point in time, in my mind, I had already defined the borders of what was going to be my Port Royal Pirate Bay friggin' amazing village with a huge castle at the end. I had this grand image in my head, and we were going to make it happen no matter what, and we were going to start by expanding these walls. And then came the place of worship. That big building you see right there, I erected it because I was like, man, where are my villagers gonna go to pay tribute to the mighty Odin or Zeus or Thor or Jehovah or whatever friggin' religion they're gonna be a part of? But either way, they needed a nice little house of worship, so I wanted to throw it in there. Doesn't look the greatest because I forgot to put a religious symbol on top of it, but it looked good enough for government work, and here we are. So we're gonna keep pushing, keep showing you how crazy this man can't freaking talk, man. Anyways, yeah, so we kept expanding the walls here, put up another tower. Man, you guys would not believe how long it takes to build one of these dang towers. It is insane how long it takes. But anyways, as you can see right here, I was feeling pretty good about it. Stuff's starting to come together, starting to look really nice to me for the way that I feel aesthetic should be for a piratey Port Royal town. So I'm pretty happy with it at this point. At this point, I'd pretty much figured out where I wanted my castle to start. You can see those steps going up. I was like, man, it should be high. It should sit above everything else so the king can come out and look down on those peasants, see what they're doing. So at this point, you can see everything starting to fall in place. Everything's starting to come together, look real nice. And we have our position defined for where we want our castle. So we're gonna get into building that sucker next. But we got a couple more houses to put up, because you can see all those little stumps on the ground over there. And I need to replace all the stone with grass so it looks a lot better. So let's jump into that. As you can see, we finished all the houses inside the walls. And now this stone is really bugging me. It was bugging me the whole time I was building this. And at this point, guys, we're like, I don't even know. I think this was like 7 or 8 hours deep into building this thing. And, you know, some of you might say that that's pretty friggin' long. It felt long, brother. Gosh. But we're going to keep on pushing. I got to get rid of all the stone that's inside these walls, like down there by the houses, and replace that with grass. It's really bugging me. Said it like 3 times. So we're going to go ahead and get that taken care of, and this little castle thing. All right. Doesn't look like a whole lot's changed, but I did get all the stone replaced with grass inside the walls, so that makes me super happy, because that was looking so stupid. I was not having a good time with that. Also, I chopped down 1,000,000 freaking blocks on the right and left side of where the castle's getting put up. You guys can see like those cliff drop-offs. Yeah, that crap took me forever, bro, forever. But starting to really look nice, liking how it's looking, so can't complain. Would you look at the state of that, brother? That castle is looking nice. It's not even close enough, by the way. Not even close. But yeah, from the front is looking pretty sick. I was pretty happy with it at this point, and thank goodness I was done chopping all those blocks from the side. Like, you can see those big drop-offs. It took so long, guys. You don't understand. But other than that, we're probably about like 10-ish hours deep on this build right now. And I was pretty tired, bro. Just sucking out here, just waiting for it to get done. It was taking so long, but it was looking really nice, and I kept coming up with different ideas in my head, and I was like, now I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta build a lighthouse. The lighthouse was a really big thing on my checklist, but gotta put the lighthouse on hold because I still got a whole lot of castle to build. So as you guys can see, finally got this castle coming together back here. Pretty much done for the most part. I was thinking about expanding it out on the right and left sides, but for now I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. Super happy with how it looks. It's got pretty good amount of detail in it, and now I can start working on the other stuff that I want to work on, like the lighthouse and my little friggin' farming community where the peasants live outside the walls and all that jazz. And super excited to put my destroying ships out here in this bay. So right here from the front, it all looks the same. Doesn't look like I've been putting in too much work, but I have, and it's on the other side. So once we loop around here, you're gonna see I've been starting to work on the little peasantry camp, little work camp outside of my walls where all the poor folks stay. And they got themselves a bottomless mine, and I've erected a few farms so far. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, I still gotta spawn in all my peasants too, you know, but we'll get to that probably next video, honestly, because we still got a lot to do. But there's a bottomless mine, and we're gonna circle back around to the front here and pop into existence something else. As you can see, your boy's been putting in that work, and we have added a lot more to our peasantry camp on the outside. There's my magnificent freaking lighthouse. You can see it from afar. that actually didn't take me that long to build. But I've been wanting to put it up for a while, so, you know, I was super excited that I got to finally throw it up. It doesn't work yet. I don't have the lights in it. I don't have the freaking lights in it, guys, but it looks great from afar. Sure does. But anyways, yeah, added some horse stables outside, added some more farms, had to put a farm where we can plant some stuff, grow some stuff, because, you know, right now all we have is farms for like live cattle. And then I put like another cargo dock out here for the mining camp. Okay, it's gonna be great. I haven't put any ships in my bay yet, but coming to a video near you soon. Okay, promise. It's gonna be in this video. It's gonna be in this video. But anyways, loving how things are looking so far. So at this point, I was feeling pretty happy with where everything was at. Added a couple boats, little some. But actually, this boat, like, I was pretty okay with it, but I wasn't like super stellar happy with it. And then this little cargo boat, I was like, man, you got to make like a warship bigger than a cargo boat, you know? Surely you got to do that. So that's why it's like so much bigger. But then I was looking at this one and I was like, man, this one's not actually all that great either. The front end especially. So I tried again. And this was the end result. Can I get a drum roll, please? That was a little too much. But anyways, yeah, I added a couple more little boats, and I wanted to show those to you first before I show you this freaking monster on the other side of the boat that I said I wasn't happy with because it looks amazing. But seriously, I was super happy with the way this one came out. I thought it looked a lot better, looked a lot meaner, a lot more menacing, you know. Overall, I just thought that this boat looked a lot more boaty than the other boats, if that makes sense. But anyways, I'm probably going to end up adding a couple more because I wanted some that were just out in the middle of the ocean, away from the bay. I thought it would look a little better, but, you know, we'll see. So, here we are. After about, I want to say, almost a collective 24 hours of building this freaking thing. And I say collective because, like I told you guys at the end of the... freak, dude, I can't talk right now. Like I told you at the beginning of the video, I've been doing this for a couple days, building this sucker for a couple days. So, you know, when you add up all the hours for all the days that I've been building this thing, it's got to be close to 24 hours. And I know you're sitting there, you're like, how can you take 24 hours to build just this amount of stuff? Guys, I don't think you understand the amount of rocks I had to break. Blocks getting broken for hours on end. Especially with this mine and with that castle and like reforming the terrain so I didn't have to do things a certain way. It was super annoying, guys, like super annoying. And that's what was so time consuming. The building part doesn't actually take that long. But so far, I'm super happy with how it's coming out. I can't wait until the next video because I'm going to start spawning in some freaking villagers for you guys. And you guys are going to meet Tom the blacksmith. Freaking legend. He's a freaking legend. But I wanted to, you know, walk you guys around what it looks like so far before we close out the video. And it's not even close to done. I'm going to take up this entire island. I don't know if you guys, like, were paying attention throughout the video. But if you were, like, you know just how big this island is. I've maybe built, like, a third of the island so far, and I want to expand the castle a little bit more too, but I think we're gonna go ahead and we're spawning those villagers first. Tom is dying to get out here, stretch his legs, beat some metal with his big old hammer, but you know, anyways guys, I really appreciate y'all taking the time to watch. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe so you don't miss anything in the future, because Tom is waiting to meet you in the next video. So subscribe for Tom, okay? But other than that, guys, like I said, September 4th, Aberration drops for Ark, so we'll be doing a lot more Ark videos again once that happens. But until then, we'll probably mess around a little bit on Minecraft, mess around a little bit on Ark, and see where that takes us. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a great day. Thanks for stopping by, and until next time, take it easy.